All right, we are on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is February 2nd, Sunday night. It's about 7 o'clock. I know it's not my normal morning routine, but I wanted to do a Sunday night video and discuss kind of a recap of last week and what we're about to get ourselves into this week with the tariffs taking place between the US and Mexico and Canada. It's going to be an exciting week. I'm very excited about it, actually. And it's already an exciting night with everybody going crazy in all the marketplaces, um, or anybody that follows the markets at least. So I wanted to kind of, talk about where I think the markets are headed this week and, starting tomorrow. Um, Actually, probably already taking place in the pre-market. But also discuss what happened, what took place last week. I want to touch on a few things that I've been going over with you guys with gold and Bitcoin and the dollar and a couple other things. So let's get into it. All right, first I'm going to start off with Bitcoin because this is pretty much it's 24 hours around the clock. Everybody sees it, everybody's watching it. So if you've been watching my videos, I've pretty much talked about it in just about every video. I kind of called, this topping candle right here, topping tail, and this one right here, this exact number 106, 187. I called that as a closing high, and Bitcoin has not been able to close above that since December 7th. And I've been saying that I called this trend line right here resistance. All right, I think it was Friday morning, my last video. I said I didn't see it going any higher than this, and I expected it to come back down. And there you go. There you have it. It's pretty much sold off since Friday, closed around 102, and then yesterday, Saturday, it closed even lower, and today it broke below 99,000, and we are trading at 97.5. So we'll see where this goes. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know, tomorrow morning, who knows? I mean, there could be panic or there could be, buy the dip. Like last Monday, extreme volatility, extreme panic, and then, as soon as the market opened, everybody bought the dip and a lot of the stocks that dropped recovered. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I do expect some sort of a sell-off tomorrow and probably will continue for the near future. I mean, this whole tariff war thing, this could last days or it could last weeks or it could last months. And the shorter that it lasts, I believe the sooner the markets will recover. The longer it lasts, I think the bigger correction the markets will make. And I don't think anybody wants it to last very long. I'm pretty sure Mexico and Canada will give in to Trump. Um, Short-term pain for long-term gain. This wherever this market ends up going, that's going to be a buying opportunity. So whenever the dust settles, who knows? Like I said, it could be days, weeks, months. I don't know, but um, that's probably going to be a great buying opportunity. And in the meantime, a shorting opportunity if you trade and you go long and short as well. So we'll see where Bitcoin goes. It'll probably, I don't know. I mean, who knows if this thing is just going to sell off instantly tomorrow and test the 89,000 low, or if it'll consolidate and then go lower, or things get better and it turns back around. We'll find out. So that's that on Bitcoin. Let's go back. We'll start off with the dollar. All right. Last week, a few videos ago, I mentioned that I expected the dollar to drop down to 107, as it did. It went pretty much, right to 107, and then I said it was going to bounce back because it was right into this support right here. It bounced back up. I expected it to stop at 108, right around this red bar low right here, and all of this resistance. I did not think it was going to continue to go higher. So as you can see right now, the dollar is trading above 109. We'll see what happens tomorrow. The dollar, I mean, it is trending up, so we'll see on a daily basis. On a monthly basis, right, it's way up, over the trend lines. This thing really needs to come back down. I'm pretty sure Trump wants it to come back down, but he's willing to do what is necessary to stop the drugs flowing into the country. So this tariff war is going to be um, some short-term pain for long-term gain. I mean, I'll take it. Inflation, we've already had inflation for years. So what's a little more inflation if it really can stop the drug flow into the country? Not to get into politics or anything, but obviously this channel is not about politics. But the man's willing to do what it's willing to what it's going to take. So we'll see. I'm all for it. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a disaster. Gold. Last week, if you watched some of my videos, I've been up to date with gold. And let me go back to the daily. And I basically told you guys that when it was trading down here, I said it's probably going to consolidate, right, and then come back up to 2,800 and go higher, which it did. All right, the morning of Friday morning, it broke above 1,800, went to about 28.16, 28.17, and then it sold off. And we're back below $2,800, which is fine, no big deal. I believe this is going to continue to probably, come back down lower, maybe 2,700. We'll see where it goes from there. Again, the longer this whole tariff war, as long as the dollar trades higher. I mean, the thing about gold and the dollar, sometimes gold trades with the dollar, sometimes gold trades against the dollar. I don't know, but gold has been very strong lately, and fear causes everybody to rush into gold. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with gold. All right, silver is also selling off, which I expected. Oh, sorry, silver. That's silver miners. All right, it's not by much. It's still holding up pretty good. Honestly, gold and silver could actually break to the upside tomorrow with all this fear and panic if it continues in the market. So you look at it here. This thing is like, okay, yeah, it went up and it came back down, and now it's kind of in the middle. Who knows? This thing could go any way tomorrow morning. Either way, silver is a buy. Long term and short term, it is bullish. Maybe in the very near short term, this could come back down a little bit. I don't see it coming back down very far. So, I think silver is a good buy right here. And again, obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's my personal opinion based on the charts. And cheers to you. No coffee. It's the evening. It's almost bedtime. So I'm going to enjoy a glass of wine. Hope it's not a problem to drink wine on YouTube. All right, let's go into oil. All right, oil. I took a position in oil once it came into the 200-day moving average. I thought for sure we would have gotten a bounce right here, and it didn't. It dropped below. Oh, wait a minute. Did I take my position here? I can't remember. I either took it at around 74 or I took it around 70. Yeah, around 74 somewhere, either way. But it broke below this trend line, and it tagged the 50-day moving average, and now it's it moved back up. So we'll see where oil goes. I would not be surprised if oil went back up and tagged this trend line here. That's kind of what I was expecting, but we'll see what happens. Natural gas is also getting a bounce right here. I took another position on this on Friday as well, and it came into some really good support right here around 2.9. $3. Let me see the weekly chart right here. Yeah, so the weekly chart, it came into the 20-day moving average. It had a huge drop last week. All right, this is a huge red bar low, and but it's into support. I talked about this last week. It could definitely trade lower. All right. Maybe it's getting a little bit of a bounce today. I don't know exactly what the deal is with gas and oil between Canada. I know it's been spoken of, so maybe that's going to cause prices to go up. I expect natural gas to go up eventually, anyways. Spiders, they're not really trading right now, but the spiders did close lower on Friday. Let me go back to the daily. Yeah, so the S&P went up to 609, 610 basically. All right, but it closed at 601. It's still trading beneath all of this resistance right here. It kind of went above them intraday, but at the end of the day, it closed below all of them, including within this red bar right here. This red bar is strong. All right. So all this chop is happening pretty much within this red bar. And I would not be surprised to see this tomorrow morning lower. I don't know how much lower, but let's extend this a little bit. So, I could probably tag this trend line 590. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Qs, same thing. The semiconductors, same thing. There's going to be a lot of selling tomorrow. Technology, you name it. I think, it seems like energy is getting a bid, and technology is pretty much selling. Now, anything can change by tomorrow morning. Who knows? The news can change by tomorrow morning. What else did I want to go over? Platinum had a huge, massive week last week. Huge week last week. Look at the freaking move on that. This thing went from 950 to pretty much 1,050 almost. That's a nice bounce. I want to talk about Apple, because I talked about Apple. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday morning, earnings came out, and it gapped up pre-morning right into this resistance right here, and I called it Friday morning. I said I don't expect Apple to go any higher, and I would not be surprised if it dropped below, if it ended up selling off, and that's exactly what happened. So this chart, just like the rest of technology, this chart is basically similar to the Qs, Nvidia. I think technology is going to finally break down to the downside. How much? I have no idea, but so much money has been concentrated in technology for the last 2+ years. It's bound to change a little bit for a short period of time, at least. I don't think it's going to go down forever, but I definitely see it correcting. There needs to be rotation in the rest of the market. That's the rest of the market needs to be healthy. And for most of the matter, the rest of the market is coming back slowly but surely. Small caps are finally starting to make a comeback a little bit. Like, look at Zoom, for example. If you look at a monthly chart pattern on Zoom, this thing got annihilated, and it pretty much consolidated at the lows here for 2 years. I mean, basically it got hammered in August of 2022, and then since then to August 2024, 2 years to finally break out of this, parallel channel. If I actually do a channel, this is like almost, in fact, I had one, but it got reset when I changed the name on this trading view. Anyhow, it's finally making a comeback. All right. And I'm definitely, that is a very bullish weekly chart pattern. It's breaking out of its consolidation for the past 2 years. Once this thing breaks, I would say once it gets through like the $100 range, this thing's just it's gonna have a nice, beautiful pop. Beautiful. Same thing with DocuSign. These things have been annihilated for the last 2.5 years or so, 2 years. And same thing. DocuSign had a huge pop back in December. It's been consolidating a little bit since then, but this is going to make another run soon. I like these two stocks for sure. All right, guys. I'm uh, I'm super excited, super pumped. I've got a lot of energy tonight, and I'm gonna cut the video short. I'll try to make another video tomorrow morning when things get rolling after 7 o'clock. I'll see if I can put something together for you guys early in the morning. But I hope you enjoy this, and please, if you enjoy the videos, like my channel, subscribe to the channel, share it. I would really appreciate it. Um, Help me out in a big way on YouTube. It's Markets with Morning Joe. Thank you so much. Have a great night and have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys again. Take care.